Good morning, good morning. Oh, Sims is out for a run today. Amazing. Buenos días, buenos días. How are we doing this morning?
Good.
Good.
How are you doing?
I'm loving this. This is like happy and sad all at the same time. I kind of like that our first meeting had Sims running and our last meeting is going to have Sims running. I think that's pretty great.
Yes.
I hope he doesn't get beat on. That would be horrible. So how are all you guys doing?
Good.
Good? Ish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you guys been super busy getting stuff ready for finals or not so much?
Yes.
Yeah.
A ton of projects.
Oh, really? Lots of projects?
Yeah, all minor projects.
Like heavy duty projects?
A lot of papers.
Ooh. Sounds exciting. Sounds exciting. Have any of you had AP tests already? How did they go?
Good.
What did you have, Becca?
Calc.
Oh,
So good for you.
so is it like like the computer opens up and you have just a specific amount of time to complete the problems or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it hard to do it that way or no?
It was part A through H, so there's a lot of problems.
Oh, really?
No.
How many of you have AP exams coming up? Isn't AP Psych next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, is that one going to be like short answer and essay stuff, kind of?
It's gonna be FRQ. Yeah, FRQ.
Oh, I gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, well, I think we're gonna get started, and if there are people that, oops, I almost accidentally ended Zoom. That would, well, maybe you guys would be happy with that. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over one last reading together, and then I'm gonna tell you what your final assessment for Spanish is gonna be. And then that'll kind of be it. And then remember, we will have a Zoom next week on on the 18th, right? We have our final on the 18th at 10. I picked 10 o'clock because that is in the middle of like our exam period time. And I know some of you have finals already. I know Jordan told me yesterday she has a final at 11 o'clock. Please understand that we are not going to go more than a half an hour. It's just one opportunity for you to your classmates again. It's an opportunity for me to say, I don't want to say, give you one last well wish, and we're going to kind of share out the final. I'm kind of excited about it. Some of you may have already done something like it this week for another teacher, but it's going to be a chance for us to share that out if you so choose to. Okay. All right, so I'm going to share my screen, and then we're going to get going. All right. Go. Okay. Everyone can see that? Yeah? Hoy vamos a hablar de el poder de la música. Now, if I remember correctly, the feedback from last time is the preference was for me to read and then for you guys to help with the gist. I think that was, someone paid me a compliment about my Spanish. So we will just continue that way. And then just like we did last time when we met, every so often I'm going to put you into a small group and you guys are going to chat about something. Okay, ¿está bien? All right, cool.
Sí.
Okay, sí, perfecto. Okay, and remember with this, I did alter some of the language, but I left most of it in its original state. So again, we're just going to be looking for the gist of what the sentences are. Okay, dice el refrán que la música amansa a las bestias. Este refrán habla, oh my gosh, maybe today is not the day for me to be speaking Spanish to you guys. Este refrán habla del poderoso efecto que una melodía puede tener sobre nosotros. What do we think that this might mean? What's the gist? Have you guys, the first, that quote up there, la música amansa a las bestias? Have you ever heard a quote about that with music in English? The power, what? My 13-year-old just got his braces off, so he's super, super excited. As a side note, I wasn't like awkwardly talking to myself, although that does happen. So what is the gist here? Habla del poderoso efecto que una melodía puede tener sobre nosotros. Oh boy. What is the word that we're stumbling with? If we look at that second sentence, what is that? What's the word that's the hang up for us? This might be the world's longest Zoom call. If you guys don't help me out here. Poderoso quiere decir powerful, right? Melodía is a melody. So what do we think the gist of that might be? Are you guys like all in cahoots? Like, just don't talk. And eventually she'll give in. She'll stop doing this reading with us and she'll talk about the final and be done. I bet you it's the twins. They're the ones that have the evil plan.
Yeah.
And then they were like, and then get Sims to run outside as a distraction the whole time. She goes, is someone gonna help me out?
I would say that it's talking about how like that like quote is saying that like music is powerful and like has the ability to like change us, like as
Good.
like change who we are.
Good, right? So it has this powerful effect over us. ¿A quién no le ha pasado esto alguna vez? Andas por la calle sumergido en tus problemas del día a día y de pronto escuchas una canción. Un par de acordes are like notes. Un par de acordes son suficientes para iniciar un viaje en el tiempo y traer al presente ese recuerdo, memory, ese recuerdo que pensabas ya olvidado. What's he talking about here? So we know that the whole gist of this is going to be the power of music. Okay, that's kind of what we've been talking about this week. And that a melody, a song, can have a powerful effect over us. So what is the scenario that, oh, sorry, I put my hand right there. What is the scenario that they're talking about here? Andas por la calle sumergido en tus problemas del día al día y de pronto escuchas una canción. Un par de acordes, notes, son suficientes para iniciar un viaje en el tiempo y traer al presente ese recuerdo que pensabas ya olvidado. Don't open it. Oh my gosh, my kids are driving me crazy today. Does it have your name on it? No, it doesn't. Oh my gosh. Sorry, you guys. So what's the scenario that the author's talking about?
It's not your day. You're going to leave them back here. Yet. I hate to keep you to your schedule, but
I don't know like every single word in it, but
Perfect, that's okay.
part of it I think is like the power of music can like help solve our like day-to-day problems just by listening to music, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. That's great, Paco. So it's talking about like you're walking down the street and you're just absorbed in like whatever's going on. And then it says un par de acordes. So just a couple notes from a song are enough to do. Oh, okay. Just put those away for now. We just had a pair of huge, gigantic birthday confetti cannons show up at our house. Okay, so I will focus on you guys now. So what is it? It's like you're walking down the street, you're totally absorbed in your problems, and then you can hear a few notes from a song and it will take you to a time that you almost thought that you forgot. Or maybe it's not a specific time, but it's a specific memory that you have, okay? Una simple melodía ha sido capaz de despertar tus emociones y de sacarte una sonrisa y de aparcar por unos minutos los quebraderos de cabeza cotidianos. So kind of going back to what Paco had said is that music has this ability to impact or affect our emotions, and it has the ability to transport us to different places. But that expression, sacarte una sonrisa, is that it can bring a smile to your face, right? I'm sure we've all had that experience where we were in a really bad mood. Then all of a sudden you hear either it's one of your favorite songs or it's a song that brings back a specific memory, and all of a sudden your mood can change. And I don't know if that happens to you, but I definitely have that happen. Okay, so it says, ¿Cuál canción puede sacarte una sonrisa al oírla? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put you in some breakout rooms. And you guys are going to talk about what is a song that when you hear it, you immediately put the smile on your face because it brings back good memories. Okay, are there any questions about what you're going to discuss? No? Okay, oops. Hold on. All right, so, hold on, breakout rooms. No yawning. No yawning, don't do it, Brisk, I saw you, it was you. Ooh, hold on, there we go. All right, put you in breakout rooms. What is a good size of breakout rooms? Good size of people in breakout rooms, you guys. Give me some feedback real quick.
4.
4? Okay. My kids are driving me nuts. All right. There you go. You should see the thing come up. What is the text that you showed me, Noah? When did you schedule your appointment, Owen? Okay, did you put it on the main calendar? You have to, on the phone. So it's on Tuesday, okay? What time? What do you mean they didn't give you a time? Okay. Did you get a water bottle from them? What else?
And a bunch of candy.
Oh,
And a balloon.
that bag is full of candy for you too. Let's see your teeth.
One of my molars is missing. No, one of my wisdom teeth.
Hey, Jordan. Did they not? Did you? I think you got kicked out of a room.
I actually hit the wrong thing and then I left.
Oh, no worries. I'm just gonna pop you in another room.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Well, no issues with that. I didn't have either of my molars. Dude, you've got to drink water. Oh, I'm impressed.
And I think one of them is missing.
Well, next time you go in, you could tell them I only had wisdom teeth on the bottom. I did not have the top ones. On the top?
This one.
Yeah, it could be. You could be born without them. How's it going?
Great.
Great.
Great. Sarcasm duly noted.
Senor, I'm gonna miss this.
You're gonna miss this?
Yeah.
Aw. I'm gonna miss the sass from the vast majority of you guys, so. That's all right. Okay, so, ¿cuál es una canción de un compañero de tu breakout room que puede sacarle una sonrisa o que puede darle una sonrisa?
Hey, Senora, do we have to talk in Spanish?
Oh, I almost thought Lauren Brown said that by the look on her face.
I just agree, but
I'm fine with however you would like to share that information.
Lauren said that one of her favorite songs that makes good memories is Best Love Song because it makes her think of like every CMH like dance that we have, which I completely agree with, and everyone just like dancing and everyone loves that song.
Perfect. Anyone else? Okay. Unas investigaciones recientes han demostrado que la música activa grandes áreas del cerebro como son la auditiva, la límbica y la motora. ¿Cuál es el gist de este?
So it's pretty much saying that it says in recent investigations that like they found that music activates like certain parts of your brain and like just makes like you more like susceptible to like being able to receive things.
Bravo. Esta estimulación cerebral se produce independientemente el estilo musical que estamos escuchando. So with that one, it's just kind of talking about, depending upon the style of music we're listening to, depends upon whether it's impacting our auditory, our limbic, or our motor skill area, okay? Quizás la universalidad de la música hace que la música puede ser también como un recurso, a resource, para mejorar nuestro aprendizaje de lenguas extranjeras. So what is it saying here? That music also has the ability to better what? Aprendizaje de lenguas extranjeras.
Learning
Learning languages.
Yeah, right? Yep, it absolutely impacts learning languages. Los investigadores dicen que la música es un plus adicional a nuestro cerebro que le ayuda a mejorar la memoria. So there, what are they saying? It also helps what?
With memory.
Yeah, for sure, right? Okay. Ahora, ¿escuchas música mientras estudias, sí o no? This one, I guess we're just going to do a share out now together as a big group instead. So, ¿cuántos de ustedes escuchan música mientras estudian? How many of you do that? See? Yep, you can raise your hand. Perfecto. Sometimes, what kind of music, if you listen to it, what kind of music do you tend to listen to?
I feel like I listen to all types depending on my mood of the day.
Okay. Okay, so yours kind of depends upon your mood of the day. Good.
I feel like mine is more like calm or has some sort of meaning rather than like rap, which is kind of like heavy like background noise and
yeah, I would agree with Kaylin. I do like more slower songs. I feel like with rap, like I wouldn't be able to like concentrate on like what I'm actually doing because like there's a lot of stuff going on.
For sure. Okay. Para viajar en el tiempo, cuando nosotros queremos evocar, like to evoke, evocar las memorias de nuestra adolescencia, utilizamos la música. ¿Qué quiere decir eso?
to travel back in time, when we wanted to evoke memories of our adolescence, we can use music.
Ya, perfecto. Según datos publicados por Krishman, Hansel y Zupnik, escuchar melodías de nuestra adolescencia nos hace transportarnos en el tiempo de manera instantánea. So what do they say? They say that melodies from our adolescence, our childhood, do what?
Like immediately transport us to that time.
Ya, perfecto. No tiene que ser nuestra música favorita para empezar este viaje por nuestra memoria. Es suficiente oír las notas de cualquier canción que asociemos a este tiempo de nuestra vida.
Like it doesn't have to be our favorite music to start this like journey for memory.
Yeah.
It's sufficient to listen to music that we associate with like the time of our life.
Yeah, perfect. So this might seem like a cheesy example, but right now in the Diedrich house, we are trying to watch the entire Avengers series, like in the chronological order in which it occurs. And we just started watching, or we just finished the Guardians of the Galaxy ones. And the songs in that movie, literally, I was like, whoa, this is my whole entire childhood. It was all these, well, number one, I think the songs are really goofy for like a superhero action movie. But a lot of those songs were all songs that I would have listened to, that my parents would have played when I was growing up. So it was kind of funny as I was prepping these materials. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is kind of crazy. El estudio dice que la música transmitida de generación a generación le da forma a nuestros recuerdos autobiográficos, preferencias y respuestas emocionales. Este indica que la música en la niñez tiene una gran influencia por toda la vida.
The study says that music transmits some sort of like autobiography and like creates preferences and emotional responses. Like music evokes those.
Yeah, perfect, right? And that one of the big influences in our lives can be the music that we're exposed to, that we listen to. Okay, so this time I'm going to put you in your breakout groups. And the questions are these two. ¿Cuál canción te transporte a tu niñez? ¿Y qué tipo de música te compartieron tus padres? So the first question is what is that song that would transport you to your childhood? And then what kind of music, if your parents shared with you, what kind of music did your parents share with you or have shared with you? Okay, ¿está bien? All right, I'll put you in your breakout rooms and you can discuss those two questions. Gross. Do we know where your sister is? No, it's okay.
wrapping up present or
Okay.
something. For Keelan.
Ok, entonces, ¿cuáles son las canciones que transportaron a tus compañeros a su niñez? ¿O qué tipo de música compartieron sus padres?
In our group, Abby said Hannah Montana, which really made me think because I like haven't listened to that in a while. So it kind of like, even for me, like transported me back to when I was a kid.
Oh,
In our group, Sam said Dynamite, and how all of like all would always listen to that song.
Oh,
what other examples?
In our group, Sophie said One Direction, and I completely agree with that because like they were the. I mean, I still love their songs, but it definitely brings me back.
For sure, for sure. What kind of music did your parents share with you? What was the kind of music that they would have played with you when you were younger?
Mr. Blue Sky.
Mr. Blue Sky.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anything by John Mayer or Jack Johnson to make me stop crying in the car.
Oh,
So
Like I told my group, my parents were like really young when they had me, so they were like right out of college. So we would always listen to like a lot of alternative music because that was really popular in the 90s, and then a lot of like 90s rap too,
oh, good stuff.
like Biggie Smalls and like Vanilla Ice.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, these were just some last questions that we were going to go through, but honestly, I think we've probably hit on some of these already, and I want to be mindful of your time today. So I think we are going to jump to the final assessment. Okay. So here is what the final assessment is. So Spanish 4 final assessment. Over the past month, we have been talking and sharing about our creativity. We've discussed why creativity is important, games we played as kids, and the power of music. For your final assessment for Spanish 4, you are going to create a virtual learning creativity portrait. In this quote unquote portrait, you will display items that were important to you and helped you take during our remote learning experience. You will put your portrait in a Word doc. Honestly, you could also put it in a PowerPoint if that's easier, and include a 100 to 150 word explanation, of course in Spanish, of your portrait. Please save this as a PDF file and you're going to submit it via Seesaw. If that doesn't work for you, of course, you could email it to me. My preference is that you try to upload it to Seesaw first. And if you save it as a PDF, you should be able to do that quite easily. So we will share these during, if you want to, we will share them during our final Zoom class. So you'll see on the left here, this is actually, if any of you have Miss Raleigh, I think she had this as a journal prompt earlier this week. But this is this international thing that some teachers are doing and asking their students to do the same thing. So what I'm looking for is either, like I said, a Word doc or a PowerPoint that has an image of you, similar to what these kids have here on the left, that shows what has been important to you and what's helped you stay creative during remote learning. So does that chunk of it make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so please make sure that if something is not clear, you can ask it to me now in the Zoom, or if you don't want to ask me in the Zoom in front of everyone, make sure that you send me an email or a Teams chat to ask those questions, because I want to make sure that this is clear. I thought it was pretty straightforward, but sometimes it's not always as straightforward to you guys. Okay, so on the rubric at the bottom, can you guys make sure that you mute yourself? Thanks. Okay, so the rubric on the bottom is what I'm expecting to see in this assessment, whether it's in the image or in the written portion. So I'm expecting you to explain what you did to be creative, why you did it and who you did it with, and then just explain how it shows that you were creative. So let's say, for example, you choose baking cookies as one of the things, okay, that you're gonna have cookies or a recipe or something in your image. You would want to tell me that I bake cookies, baked them with my mom. James could use this one. He evidently just bakes lots of cookies with his mom. And then how does that show that you're creative? Okay, maybe it's that you're trying something new for the first time or whatever and whatnot. And your portrait needs to include the evidence. So that last column there, the portrait part, that's the reflection of the image. Okay, that's showing a variety of different ways that you have been creative and the things that have been important to you during remote learning. And then the other three will be what I'm looking for in your 150 or 100 to 150 words. Now, if you put, so you can see with these images, you can see that these kids have lots of things in their image. My expectation is that you're going to talk about like 3 of the things you have in your image. It is not for you to explain every single thing. Like if you looked at the little boy in the shark costume in the upper left, he has tons of different things around him. All I'm looking for you is to talk about 3 of them. Okay. What questions do you have for me?
Should we be laying down like them?
You don't have to be. I've seen other ones where kids are like, today the weather's not great, but I've seen other ones where the kids are sitting outside. You can be in your bedroom. It doesn't matter to me what like how you're sitting or how you kind of display it. It's just that I get to see you and then the items. What other questions do you have for me?
So it's like kind of similar to the collage we did like 2 weeks ago or something, except like we have all the stuff actually around us besides just like images.
Yes, that's exactly it. So this is just kind of like you're exactly right, Paco. We did this probably 2-3 weeks ago. The difference now is that you're going to be in the image and then you're going to just have to give me a little bit more of an explanation than you would have the last time. That's a great question. Thank you for asking that. What other questions? Okay. I'm going to put everyone on screen so I can see everyone here all at the same time. So are my expectations for that year? Somebody in the background does not like this assignment. I can already see. I can do that. If my expectations are clear, give me like either a thumbs up or a head nod. Okay. I am going to post this tomorrow morning. And then this is due at 11 a.m. on Monday, the 18th. Okay, so we have our Zoom class at 10. This would be due by 11. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you finish this tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday, you do not have to wait till Monday to submit it. If you finish it ahead of time, please feel free to submit it. There's 2 posts you will see for the final exam tomorrow morning. One will be, you'll see this document. I'll upload the document. And the second one is going to be, as we always do, a self-reflection. That one, you will open a template right on Seesaw and you'll put your answers in there, and your answers in there will be in English. Please know that I don't look at those self-reflections until after I've graded your final. So what I don't want you, I want to be very clear, because I don't know how all teachers do this, but I don't look at that reflection until those grades are done, because I want to go through and enjoy all the work that you're going to share with me, and then go back and look at the reflection. Okay, so there's 2 things only that you will submit on Seesaw. One is your assessment, and then the other is your self-reflection. Okay. What questions do you have for me?
Can we sing happy birthday to Jordan now?
It's Jordan's birthday today? Absolutely, we can sing happy birthday. Okay, all right, is everyone ready? Everyone has to participate in this. So I let you guys off today with no talking, like 0 talking. Everybody is gonna sing happy birthday to Jordan. Okay? All right. Who asked, Jordan, you want us to do it in Spanish?
Whatever your heart desires.
I'm thinking we should probably do it in English. I'm just saying. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday, dear Jordan.
Happy
birthday to you.
Yay!
Oh, Ryan, that was such a sweet idea. I'm glad that you brought that up.
That was Lexi's idea.
Oh, Lexi's idea. All right, shout out to Lexi. Nice job. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will see each other one more time on Monday around 10 o'clock. And again, it'll be brief. Like 15, 20 minutes is what I'm hoping, just a way for us to kind of touch base one last time. And then we will close the door on Spanish 4. All right. Don't worry, we're going to see each other. Some of you are like, it's okay, but we will. All right, you guys, take care. If you have any questions at all about your assessment, about whatever, please know that I am very accessible today, tomorrow, through the weekend, etc. Okay, thanks for being awesome, you guys. We'll see you on Monday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Adios, adios, adios.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Happy birthday, Jordan!
Thanks. Sorry, I can't get it.
That's okay.